Everybody, welcome back! Falcon, GamersGoMakers, you all know the routine by this point. This is going to be my second set of recordings. What this means is that the first 3 episodes were actually recorded under one sitting itself. This is going to be my first actual chance that I'm going to get to actually thank you, because so far the support for the series has been going really great. You guys seem to be really supportive, you seem to be enjoying it, and that's good because I actually do like playing this game. I do like fucking around with it because this game proves that Falcon should never ever be allowed to be creative whatsoever. So, and for the most part, you guys have been taking a pretty good liking to it, and that's great. So, here's what I'm thinking as a way to show you things as well. In the comments, I want you guys to start leaving me your own game ideas. So, here's what we're gonna do. In the comments, you leave me a title, you leave me a genre, and you leave me like a topic. You know, zombies, western, samurai, yada yada yada. In the comments, let me know what game you would like to see. And I'm gonna throw this out right now just to kind of get it out of the way, nip it in the bud. Try not to make it too offensive, please. I know it sounds kind of weird coming from me. It's like, Falcon, all you do is curse and, like, make penis jokes. You don't want us to be offensive? I know it's kind of hypocritical, I'm aware of that. But, I mean, just not too offensive if you have to be offensive, you know, like, make it so that YouTube doesn't come down and be like, you know, Falcon, you're being bad, let me take this, video off the fucking YouTube. And secondly, let me close down your channel. So try not to make it too offensive because, you know, it might, you know, harm me in a way. So, just throwing it out there. But yeah, leave me your ideas in the comments. And since I record ahead of time, you probably won't see your idea till down the line. And I'm gonna pick a few here and there. I'm not gonna guarantee that every single idea is gonna get involved, but I'm gonna basically, next time I sit down to record more episodes, I'll go back to the comments, I'll look over game ideas, and I'll use them for future videos. So keep that in mind. I won't be able to get everybody involved, but I'll pick some here randomly, so be sure to start leaving your comments now. Alright, let's get the game going on. Enough chatter, jibber jabber, whatever you want to say. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing last time. Going by this, though, it does seem that we're coming off of our semi-cult hit success, Live Free and Probe Hard, starring one possibly Bruce Willis, possibly not. You know, I don't want to get involved with any sort of a copyright issues here. But let's get the game going on over here. Right now, I don't think we're developing a game, so we have to develop a game. The problem is there's no trends, so I'm not sure what to kind of go with here. But let's go into starting a new project. And let's go into this. I think RPG just opened up, right? This wasn't here before to my knowledge, at least that I remember. But then again, I have really terrible memories, so who knows? Maybe it was here. So we'll go RPG. And I'm gonna still develop for the PC just because we have our, you know, we have our base right there. You know, we start up in the PC, we wanna kind of give the PC generation something in return to, you know, thanking them for the support. So we're gonna go PC, RPG. Now we need a title. I'm thinking if we're doing something RPG-ish, we should probably go along the lines of like the Elder Scrolls. So how about we go with the senile trolls. I don't know what even that means, but it's alright. It's a little play on words, you know, it's a little bit, you know, highbrow, maybe it might go over the head of a few people, but that's alright, the senile trolls. And yeah, we'll keep going on all that. So we have to develop some points here. Now, if I was doing an RPG, I'm thinking game writing is going to be really important for RPGs, so let's max that baby out. Maybe a UI would be important. AI, I could see that being important. Sound for an RPG, yeah, you kind of need some sound in there for sure. Maybe some sound over here. And we have one more. I'm thinking maybe content design? Let's see, what is this? Simulation tends to need a lot of content. Role-playing games need a huge amount of content. Alrighty, so that pretty much answered my question right there. So we'll go with that. Graphics, I would like to put in some more for graphics, but I don't think I have enough things here. I think game writing is really important though, right? It has to be. Yeah, it has to be for an RPG. I know that I like a good story in an RPG, that's why I'm playing an RPG. Content design is good. Sound design, level design. Level design also sounds really good. Graphics is important. The gameplay has to be kind of up there, the scripting. Maybe the UI? I think an UI in an RPG is really good. I mean, you want to know where your equipment menu is, your items menu, your level up menus, yada yada yada. I think maybe with the AI we could probably drop it a bit, huh? Yeah, let's go with AI. We'll remove one from AI and then drop it into... Shit, man. Not sure how I feel about this, but I'm gonna go with content design more. So 81 days, I think that's pretty good. Alrighty, so this is gonna be kind of like our coup d'etat, our comeback here. We have a really good title out there in Live Free and Probe Hard. One of the best games of all time, if you were to ask me. Probably not many people will, you know, feel the same way, but I feel that way. I want a translation? Yes, let's actually get a translation going on over here. It's an RPG game, so we should definitely get it translated so every sort of nation understands it. And story, well, that's a good question. We're calling it the Senile Trolls, right? So how about we go with a little bit of a... I'm thinking either medieval might work out. Dungeon, perhaps. Magic could work out. History fiction. Fantasy. Fantasy RPG sounds just about right to me, right? Yeah, let's go with fantasy RPG. That sounds pretty good. Now, story budget, let's max it all out. Get 50,000 in for the story. It's gotta be a good story. Remember, it's an RPG. Now, in terms of violence, explicit language, sexual content, well, you know, we won't put that much sexual content because the modders can take care of that. They can make their, you know, sexy hentai waifu mods by their own content, so we won't have to put it up too much. We'll let the modders do that for us. Explicit language, I don't think it's really that important. I'm gonna go with some violence, though. We definitely do need some violence in an RPG. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of limbs flying all over the place. Beheading, all that other shit, so I think that's going to be pretty good. Not too maxed out, because apparently Germany and other countries aren't too crazy about violence like the US. Makes sense, though. So we'll keep going right there, and that's going to be it. We're up to 10%. Now, I hope, it's not going to happen more than likely, but I'm hoping that we can hit like a trend that will kind of like facilitate our game. But if it doesn't happen and it doesn't happen, no quarrels lost here. Did we just jump like a fucking month? What happened here? Alrighty, well, 415 to 514? That's a really big jump. Did I miss something? Alright, whatever. The Global Game Rating Association has been founded to combat perceived growth in video game violence. They are tasked with monitoring the game industry, introducing the evaluation system, and, of course, protecting children. Of course, you don't want kids buying, you know, the senile trolls with like a bunch of beheadings and like, you know, chopped limbs and everything like that. In reality, if I was part of the ESRB, I don't think I'd allow one of my games to ever see the light of day. I know the content that I would make, and, you know, I don't think that any person, child or not, should be really, privy to what the hell I would make up, so that's probably a good thing. So right now, we're up to a few days in the market over here, 624. We're about to hit May. No, we're already in May, right? No, I'm an idiot. That's July. That's June. I have no conception of time, apparently. We have a new research available, which, oh, world design would have been so good for this RPG, man. Oh, that kind of breaks my balls now. So we'll research that really soon, but man, that could have done a lot of difference for us. Today, Vega released their new platform, the SG-1000. It is Vega's first step into the console market. Vega's SG-1000 contains a video processor capable of displaying 16 whole colors, man, guys. It's not even 8 anymore. It's not 4. It's 16 colors, man. Can you imagine what you could do with 16 colors? I can. The system has a 3.5 MHz CPU, dedicated sound processor, 8 kilobytes of RAM, and 16 kilobytes of video RAM. You guys remember the bit wars between Nintendo and Sega? I do, because I'm an old fucking fossil. But I remember back in the days, it was all about bits. Who has the most bits? Oh, Sega do when Nintendo don't. You know, I actually like those little face-offs, by the way, like straight up going at one another. Like, you don't see companies do that too often. Sony's been taking a few shots here and there at Microsoft recently, but it's not like back in the days where, like, well, let me decide this case really quickly here. It doesn't even matter at this point. What do I want here? I need something for an RPG. Fuck it, that's my RPG thing right there. We'll make this blue, make this white, the senile trolls, boom, there you go. Price $4, designed by my child. Or my little nephew that's 3 years old. So it's always a hit, believe me. But yeah, you know, like back in the days, you had like commercials that would actually like have, like, was it the 3DO that had like the actual Nintendo consoles and the Sega consoles being thrown into like an old trunk, like you were throwing away in the basement. Like, that was ballsy, man. It was like telling you, like, you know, fuck Sega, fuck Nintendo, 3DO's the fucking way to go. And what happened to 3DO? Well, we all know what happened to 3DO, assuming you were alive for that time. Nobody I ever knew had a 3DO, that's how bad it did. Alright, so we got a few level ups here, nothing too crazy, that's okay. So, we have one more chance to switch over the project title. I'm not gonna do that, though. I think that's alright. Now, we could do some magazine ads and radio ads. It would cost $3,000, $9,000. I'd say we go for it. Let's see, there's currently no significant trend for RPG games. There is currently no significant trend for fantasy games. There is currently no similar game on the market. IMB PC has a market share of 17%. The average price for an RPG is $20, so let's go with 20. I kind of want to make some of my money back at the very least. How about, you know, let's make it 18. Our first RPG venture. Let's give it a little bit under the sale price. Maybe more people will be compelled to buy it that way. Alright, so we got our first review. Ned Stark, don't do me dirty, my friend. Level design is killing me! You're killing me, Larry! Alright, the senile trolls. Perhaps you should have paid more attention to the following areas: gameplay and level design. Yeah, I know. I was limited to what I could do, though, my friends. You gotta realize that. Tells a beautiful written, beautifully acted story. In Reality Games comes up with another really nice RPG for IMB PC. Beautifully, mostly smooth visuals, charming sound, satisfying controls and physics, tells a beautiful written, beautifully acted story. Deaths can be too quick and too punishing. Levels have been padded in irritating ways, so apparently you can't play hard games, you fucking casual reviewer. That's alright. Gameplay, man, fuck, I should have probably put a bit more. Oh well, you know. The Global Ratings Association has tested and rated your game. This allows your game to enter the worldwide market with the following age restriction. Adults only? Oh, that's gonna sink us though. Come on, adults, play video games. Do it for me. Please, adults only. Even children, have your older cousin or your older brother buy you the game. Go outside, find a homeless person, offer him $2 or offer him like a 40 or something to buy the video game for you. It's fine. I used to do it myself. How do you think I got my hands on Grand Theft Auto growing up? Ah, come on. Alrighty, whatever. So meanwhile this happens, let's actually research world design. Oh man, that's gonna kind of hurt us a bit. You know, considering we only got an adults only rating and there was no trend, that's actually a pretty good sale. We're not gonna make up our money whatsoever, though it doesn't seem that way, but you know, it's a pretty decent sale at the very least. Atari has just announced the release of their new platform, the 7400. Simulation spaceflight games have died out. Sinclair has recently announced that they will stop supporting the ZZ81 for next autumn. Learn how to create a fantastic world your players can believe in. Alrighty, well, we got that under control now. That could have been really good for RPG, but you know, shit happens, man. So right now, I'm kind of just gonna let this play out a bit. I kind of want to hit a trend for our next video game, so we could probably get like a little bit of a bonus to it, but otherwise, right now, we did really bad. We did really bad. I mean, we dumped a lot of money into this. It feels like, I feel like George Romero right now. This is like my Daikatana in a sense, where I thought it was gonna be the biggest thing of all time. You know, George Romero's gonna make you suck his... What? George Romero, you crazy? You can't televise that. Or no, it's not gonna make you suck his D, right? It's gonna be, he's gonna make you his bitch. That's what the slogan was. Whatever. Make you his bitch, suck his dick. Same thing in reality. Alrighty. In reality games, no less, right? Alrighty, the video game industry is growing. More and more competition shows up in the global video game market. There are rivals to your little company, they all give their best and they all release lots of games that take a big share of the growing games economy. From now on, every month the best game will receive an award for the best video game. At the end of the year, your company could receive the Game Award of the Year. Alrighty, well I don't see that happening anytime soon, but okay. The C Now Tros is off the market now. You sold 3,649 units and made a profit of 51,000. This game has a good mix of violence, explicit language, and sexual content for its genre, but it could be even better. Yeah, it could always be better now, can it? Alrighty, well let's see who didn't like the violence. Germany again. Germany is really against our violence, isn't it? I'm not sure what I did to Germany. I thought me and Germany were pretty cool, though. I always root for them in the World Cup. Alrighty, so that's it. Well, let's pause this here for a second and kind of consider our options here. We have a Commodore has recently announced that they will stop the support. Do I have any sort of other researches over here? Not really. I could start a new project, but that might not be the best idea. I really want to hit a trend. Today's Attapy released their new platform, the 7400. It is the successor of the 5200. It is Attapy's answer to the Vega SG-1000. Home electronics grows up with the 7400's introduction of bipolar transistors. What is that, something out of like, you know, Back to the Future? A more robust, more stable system features 4 kilobytes of RAM and 48 cartridge ROM. Players can also access the complete 2600 library via backwards compatibility. Alrighty, so now we can do game extensions for sequels, huh? You know what? I think that the See Now Trolls is actually going to get its money's worth from the DLC. You know, we didn't release the game. We were rushed by our publishers. You know, they wanted the game here and now. They were like the EA, Electronics Arts of like, you know, publishers. So they were rushing me. Now I'm going to be able to release a DLC that's going to complete the game and we'll be able to make our money back. Well, this is what I think it is going to happen anyway. Creating a sequel is a lot less risky than an entirely new game. Alrighty, well that's good because I might actually go back to one of our hit titles really soon just for some money. There is a strong trend for action shoot-'em-up games coming up. Epic Fail Studios has released an almost perfect action beat-'em-up game for the Commodore called Phantom. Abiola Games won the Game of the Month award January 1984 for its simulation management game Boat Manager. Oh yeah, how creative. I'm on a boat, I'm a manager. Okay. Whatever you say, Abiola Games. So here we go. There is a strong trend for action shoot-'em-up games coming up, and I think that we could kind of benefit from that. So let me go start a new project, considering that action shoot-'em-up is coming up right now. So let's do a sequel, alrighty? And we're gonna do a sequel to... Tell me I have an action shoot. Oh, I do. Shoot the Brown Eye. It didn't really sell too good if I remember correctly, but this was our original title. Man, action hack and slash. No, this is action shoot 'em up. Alright, so it's gonna get its sequel. And this is gonna be the title that basically lifts I Shot the Brown Eye from its roots in the ground, you know? It's basically been a cult hit this whole time. Now the fans are demanding more. And I'm gonna give it to them even though the mass media is not gonna really enjoy it too much. This is the game for the people, not the media. IMB PC? Yeah. Alright, let's go with the PC. Complexity is low. Yeah, well, you know, we do have our grounds in the PC network. Is there anybody else with a bigger market share? Not particularly, no. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the PC for now. Alrighty, develop a cool sequel to Shoot the Brown Eye called... This eye... This eye... just got browner. What the fuck is wrong with me, man? Alright, this eye just got browner. Scripting, save game, mono. We're gonna make this 2D, simple AI, yeah, use everything up right here. Alrighty, so this eye just got browner. What do we want to do here? 75 days so far. Oh wait, I can't choose anything here. Why is this? What is this? Okay, I just gonna agree with it. You have already done an action shoot 'em up game. Have a look at your previous settings to get the right focus. You can click on your previous game and that genre to have a look at its review. Okay, that's good. So, Shoot the Brown Eye. We use 4 gameplay, 4 engine, 3 sound, 3 level design, and 3 sound design. Let's see, can you show me the review here? 42%. It wanted more graphics, okay. So overall everything went pretty good, but graphics could have been really good, huh? Okay, so that gives me some idea as to what to do here. So let's go with graphics. And we have 2 more points left, huh? We'll do maybe fuck sound. Actually, that's actually important. Action and shoot 'em up is gonna be really good for sound. Alrighty, what about graphics? Action shoot 'em up, alrighty. Game engine, action shoot 'em up. Gameplay, action shoot 'em up. Alright, so we have 2 more left. Level design is good for this. What about content design? I'm gonna say content design, not so much. World design? This is new. Players don't want just don't just want game mechanics. They want to escape to a living fantasy. World design seeks to answer the questions of where are we? And what time is the game? What flora and fauna exist here? It decides whether the people live in a democracy or under strict rule of a tyrant. Are there guns or only swords? The world should have a history that explains how it got there. This is known as backstory. The characters in the game need to have motivations and a sense of purpose. Okay, well, maybe we could probably do one over here. Sound design should be important for this, so we'll leave it right there. Game writing, I don't think it's going to be too important. AI could be important. I want to say UI, scripting, a great system, full range of event triggers, and gives the designer full control inside a level editor. Let's go with some... let's go with some AI. It's going to cost us 91 days, but that's okay. I think it's going to be worth it. And I apologize for any sort of noise you're hearing in the background. There's like some construction going on back there. It's been busting my balls the entire day. And they stopped for a second, but now they realize I'm recording, so it's kind of like, hey, Falcon's recording, let's go make some more noise. So now we have to kind of deal with it. You have already done an action shoot 'em up game. You will get some hints about the right content settings. Alrighty, good. Well, where is it? Possible GR... Oh, so this will tell me the possible rating based on what I do here. So let's go with story. Choose a story. Well, I think it's going to be a Wild West one still. No reason why it shouldn't be. Action, shoot 'em up trend. Yeah, I don't see anything else right now. So go with that. I don't think we really need a story for this. And so I'm going to not spend 50,000 on that one. Translation, 14,000. Sure, we'll do that. And then violence, kind of high up. Mature, huh? Explicit language. Could this actually lower it down a bit? I want to get to the teens at the very least, so we're not limiting our market here. I don't think we really need that much sexual content, or maybe we do because it's the brown eye after all, huh? So maybe up to there. Explicit language, sure, up to there. That'll work out. I want to make it that everybody gets to play it, you know, not just an adults-only rating. That's what fucked me up with the senile trolls, I'm going to say. So we'll see how kind of this works out. Nothing's going on over here in terms of any news. Let me get some water meanwhile here. Alright, so right now we're in the programming phase. It'll tell you what you're up to right now, so that's good to know. Hopefully my dude's over here knocking out of the ballpark with that programming. Everything is being really quiet in terms of news though, which is kind of surprising to me. I wish there was like a fast forward feature for this part though, I'm not gonna lie about that. I really wish you could kind of like, just kind of get through this whole process already. But I guess, but it would probably make the game a little bit too much streamlined if you kind of like instantly complete the programming. But, if there's not much happening over here, this part seems kind of a little bit monotonous, where it's kind of like, well, what's happening over here? Alrighty, so, Zombies games have just died out. Sierra Offline. Hey, the second game, I'm trying to read. Zombie games trying to just died out. There's a strong trend for writing games coming up. Gamers Company won the Game of the Month award April 1984 for its action shoot-'em-up game Knights. Don't believe me, our game's gonna be better than that shit. Shoot-'em-up? You can't have fucking Knights doing a shoot-'em-up game, alright? Doesn't work that way. Alrighty, so what do we want for this? Well, where's that Bandito again? We need the Bandito. No, we don't need that guy. No, we don't need a fucking orc. It's a shoot-'em-up Wild Western game, right? Yeah, let's go with the horse this time. That's a brown eye if I ever saw one right there. Alright, this sounds pretty good. That's dark as hell. It's grim. People like grim and edgy and grim dark, so that should probably help us sell a few titles to, like, the kiddies and whatnot. 84% done. We're almost just about done. Hopefully that kind of ends really soon. We need to get a game out there. We're almost, quite below our money that we kind of want to be at here. Alrighty, Bombstrut has just announced the release of their new platform for the new autumn. The PC! Just the PC in general. No IMB. So, we got a few levels here and there, nothing too crazy. Alrighty, so I'm gonna keep the same title. Let's go ahead and put this in the magazine ads and the radio ads just because there's a trend for it right now. So the more people... There is currently no significant trend for Wild Western games. There is a light trend for action shoot-'em-up games. Just a light trend, huh? It's not strong anymore. That's unfortunate. How about expanding your company and moving into a new office? You can visit the estate agent or rent a new office. I would like to do that. I just don't have the money for it right now, game. So I got my first review. Let's find out. Come on, come on. We need this. We need this. The UI. The UI is low, but it doesn't really matter for this type of game, maybe? Ah, come on. The world is dark. Often compelling and well-realized. In Reality Games comes up with another nice action shoot-'em-up game with for the IMB PC. Hugo Lionheart. Beautiful, mostly smooth visuals, fast-paced music fuels the on-screen action, role-playing elements and difficult curve gives a sense of momentum. Much improved level design leads to challenging, exciting battles. AI is good at delivering excitement and drama. Varied and always fun story missions. Good assortment of powerful weapons and support devices. Controls feel a bit too loose. And we got a teen rating. Okay, that's what I was going for. Alrighty, so now it's just up. Oh, come on, we're not selling it. We're not selling it. Oh. The brown eye just got browner. This was supposed to be my title to get me out of the rut. Everybody could buy this game. It's a teen game. Why did my adults only ones sell more than this? My adults let me down. Mitsire. Oh, I see what you did there. Mitsire. Sid Meier. Okay. Has won the Game of the Month award June. For simulation sports, base jumping madness. Tron Studios just released an excellent casual game for the IMP PC called Gambling. Oh, believe me, gambling is not casual whatsoever. People lose their entire fucking livelihood in gambling games. Alrighty, well, we're gonna be fucked. Like, we're gonna be just completely fucked with this title. We're not even gonna make it to like 1,000 at this point. Oh my lord, it's so bad. Today, Bombstrut released their new platform, the PC. It is Bombstrut's first step into the console market. It is Bombstrut's answer to the Commodore VZ20. A strong 8-bit computer equipped with a color display and all the way up to 128 kilobytes of RAM. Includes an integrated tape drive. Oh, yeah, this game's over here telling me to go move out. With like 42,000, if that. Oh my lord, it's killing me. You're killing me, Larry. Diamond Games just released the next to excellent simulation racing game for IMB PC called Street Race. Street Race. Alright, it's probably starring Vin Diesel, like young Vin Diesel and young Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh my lord, we're not even gonna get to 1,000 fucking units sold. That is so bad. Alright, let's go and get this game extension patch here. Oh. Oh my lord. Really? We didn't even get to 1,000. That's how terrible this shit was. Dude, what happened to my trend? This game lied to me. You sold 751 and made a profit of 10,000. Wow. I don't even want to see it. I don't care. I'm disappointed in the people. I thought that the people had my back, but apparently my fans are just dwindling around. They're just there to kind of see me suffer and rattle in pain. Writing games trying to die it out. Yeah, writing games. Patch your buggy games and they will sell much better. Can I patch them? Train? I can train something. Competitors, platform, balance. Let's go to train. What do we have over here? Fundamentals of game development and algorithms of other crazy stuff. So we might as well do this just to kind of get us a little bit more level and experience of, dude, we're sinking really fast. We started this episode with $280-something thousand. Now we're down to 26. So yeah, we're super sinking right now. I'm not too crazy about it. We have one more training class to do. Might as well do this one as well. Oh my lord. I think this might be the end of reality games, man. We need like a smash hit instantly. Oh, here it is! Today Nintendo released a new platform, the SNES. It is Nintendo's first step into the console market. It is Nintendo's answer to the Yippee 7400. An 8-bit console with 2 kilobytes of RAM, 2 kilobytes of video RAM, and 64 hardware sprites. The NES offers cartridges can house up to games of enormous sizes of 1 megabyte. Easier to program than the Yippee. Now, this could be our saving grace. Now, the only thing is that we need to find out whether it's going to cost us a license to develop games for it, which I imagine it probably would, and we don't have the money to develop anything on it right now. So that might actually hurt us in a bit. But anyway, let's call it an episode here. We're doing really bad. Like, really fucking poorly. The people just aren't liking the games, man. It sucks, but we'll see if we can turn it around, especially with the Nintendo now out, or, I'm sorry, the Nintendo. I'll catch you guys next time.